like there's a difference, and there's kind of like a limit to having fun and doing it to get drunk or doing it to get high. And it's easy to get addicted to, and a lot of people don't understand that, so they get addicted to it in high school, and then when they're older, they just continue it, and it starts a cycle that never really ends.
I don't think people realize that you don't need those things to have fun. Yeah. I mean, me and my friends, we're all 18 years old, and we go play board games. We don't play, like we don't go to parties and drink. We play board games and drink soda and eat cookies like 4-year-olds. We're like 5 still, and we got people who are like, yeah, I got so drunk last night. There's 13-year-olds who go out and drink, and I'm over here like, I like my board games. Yep. You can have fun doing that.
And it'll ruin your reputation because after you do these things, you're not in the right state of mind. You could say something, put something on Twitter, back at the social media, do something to somebody, and then you ruin your reputation. Like, geez, remember when you did this? And you're like, no, because you don't
Or
remember.
you might make the mistake of, you might be in a party and all your friends are drunk or high or whatever, and you're going to want to drive home. You think you can drive home, and all your friends aren't there to say, no, don't do it. You just stay here, or we'll get you a cab. They'll be like, oh, yeah. Like, they'll cheer you on, and then you're driving down the road, and you hit somebody. You get in an accident yourself. You could ruin your life or someone else's. And
how does that make you feel good? You know, and
drugs are big, like in our age, because we see it on TV. Like we see celebrities doing drugs, and we hear about it all the time, like drugs. And you feel like drugs and alcohol, and sex, that's gonna make me just like a celebrity, cool like them. Like if I go sleep around and go get drunk every night and go snort some crack or do a shot of hair, like do all that stuff just to fit in and be like the celebrities. I think the celebrities are what are really causing us to feel like, oh, well, they do it, we gotta do it too, just to be like them. But I think you should be able to say, look, they look stupid doing it. I mean, if it's like a singer, like I love Miley Cyrus, but some of the stuff she does, I would never do in a million years. But that doesn't mean I can't like her for her music, or some of the stuff she does do that's not like that. Like I would never, again, do half the stuff she does. Maybe I'd swing naked on a wrecking ball, but I would never do half the stuff she does.
And it takes a big person to get offered something and say, you know what, like what are you thinking? Why would you do that? I mean, I think that in this day and age, like back then, if drugs weren't, I mean, they were big, but if someone offered it to you and you said no, it wasn't, you know, it was just whatever. Now, if someone offers you something and you say no, like everybody's like, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with him? Yeah, why wouldn't he do that? Why wouldn't she do that? And that's not how it should be. If someone says no, they should be like, wow, maybe I should be more like that person. Yeah, I should not be, you know, trying to fit in and do that when you don't even know how it's going to make you feel, or you could be the one that goes to the hospital for something like that.
And it's go ahead. And it's awful because like even pressure is higher now, but the stakes are higher with the drugs that are around now. Like when my parents were kids, there was cigarettes and there was weed, and really hardcore drugs weren't exposed to kids.
Alcohol, like you ask your parents and you're curious, like, oh, can I have a sip? And it's nasty. Like I still like imagine myself like not drinking till maybe late 20s. Like I'll be at like college parties like with my Capri Sun or something like that in hand. But
you don't want to be remembered as the kid who walked from the party or drove from the party and is either dead or sitting in jail because you decided to be selfish and drink and drive home.
Right. And some people are like, oh, I'll just have one drink. And then it turns into 2, which turns into 10.